Rosetta,
Spice
what's up?
One, yeah, Spice One is saying that Jay Z doesn't have a better album than Tupac. All Eyes on Me. That none of Jay Z's records are better than that. So we're gonna get into the content, then we're gonna talk about on the other side. Go ahead, A Rod.
Yo, you know something? I want to switch topics for a second because you said something. I already know you're gonna stand on it, but yo, you said Jay Z, the Jay Z, don't have a better album than All Eyes on Me.
Well, yeah, I mean that's my opinion. As far as my as far as me, I think NWA was the greatest group ever to hit the scene. You know what I'm saying? Besides Run DMC, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm really really a rap connoisseur. Just as far as an artist, but I'm not gonna even say I haven't even heard enough of Jay-Z's music to even say that, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I heard a few of his songs, and Jay-Z is dope and all of that, but as far as is when it comes to Tupac, it's a different ball game with me, not just because that was my friend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not biased of Jay-Z because Tupac was the homie or whatever and shit. I'm a real artist, and because I'm a real artist and I can't do nothing but respect a motherfucker when he's dope. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that said, I listened to more Tupac than I did Jay-Z. Not to take nothing away from Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z is dope too. So, but nah, I listen to a lot more Machiavelli and All Eyes on Me, though. You know what I'm saying? That's just me out here.
Nah, I get it. I mean, and that's one of the things about art. No matter what type of art it is, it appeals to who it appeals to.
Yeah, Jay-Z, he's dope. Like, but you know, New York and Cali are two different places. So the shit that he rapping about, I'm not in New York. I don't know nothing about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that Pac was spitting about, I'm out here. We out here on the West. We know about all that shit. We know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to even put that shit together like that. Jay-Z might be dope as hell, but the shit that he talking about, I don't know, the boroughs, I know the five boroughs, and I know Queens and all of that stuff, but I ain't never lived in New York. I can't tell nobody nothing about New York. You know what I'm saying? But I can listen to Jay-Z and learn, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was into what was going on out here on the West Coast. Like I say, not to take nothing from Jay-Z, he might have said some shit that got the whole East Coast and everybody around there feeling him like we was feeling Pac out here on the West. But you know, in all this to say, when the East and the West even got into that little beef, it was because of Tim Dog's motherfucking ass. She started that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? We always had love. We looked up to the East. We looked up to the East like uncle, like a big uncle or a big cousin and shit. We trying to be like the East. You know what I'm saying? Until Tim Dog came and started talking shit, you know what I'm saying? So that shit started with dudes, you know what I'm saying? But with all of that said, man, like I say, the first dudes I met from New York was Run DMC. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Like when the day I landed in New York City, in Manhattan, the day I landed, the first day I came to New York City and got out of my cab and took 2 steps, I heard a nigga named Run say, "Yo, Spice," from 2 blocks away, from a block away. First niggas I met in New York City was Run DMC. I said, "What y'all doing here?" They said, "We came to see you." I said, "What's up, then, my nigga? I got all y'all posters on my wall. I ain't even 21 yet and shit." You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's always been, I loved everything that came from there. Like, we always had the utmost respect for the East Coast, like, straight up. Like, fuck that. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking KRS-One, nigga, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. But the beef kicked off And then guess what? The South came in and got all the money.
That's right. That's right.
Shout out to Master P, Juvenile, you know what I'm saying? All the hot boys and shit. They came in and got all that money, all that good money. Shit. My niggas was out there beefing. Motherfuckers should have learned from that, man. You can't get money beefing, man. You know what I'm saying? Get out here and get your money. Get out, what I say, get up out your feelings and get you a million, man. Straight up.
First of all, R.I.P. Pac, right? So I think that album sold like 10 million, right? Jay-Z's capped at like 6.5 million for I think Blueprint or something like that. Pac died. That's not fair. Jay-Z's still alive. So for him to throw that out there, he just wanted to be disrespectful and shady because everybody know how numbers work. And like Pac dropped the album, but he also passed. So the sales went up. So he's correct that Jay-Z don't have an album that sold 10 mil, and that album sold like 10 mil. But you have to factor in why it did. But all the extra shit he talking about is like cap.
A lot of niggas don't got an album that sold 10 mil.
That's his opinion, though. If he from the West Coast and he listened to more of Pac than he do Jay-Z. So if he feel that way, then that's his opinion.
No, I respect his opinion. It's just when I
Yeah.
originally read the caption, I was like, I was trying to see where he was coming from. But it's like he compared record sales. And I'm like, I get that. I respect that. I love Pac. I listen to Pac. I like Jay-Z too. But that particular record sold that many records because the sales went up after Pac passed. So that's what I'm sticking to. Like his opinion and how he feel about music is cool, but I was talking about the numbers and why those numbers are like that.
I ain't even looking at the numbers. I'm looking at the music, gang. I'm fucking with that All Eyes on Me over any Jay-Z album, gang. But we got this poll at the top.
Where you from, Rue?
Does Jay-Z got a better album than Tupac's All Eyes on Me?
Where you from, Rue?
You said what, gang?
Where you from?
I'm from Seattle, gang.
You from the West?
Yeah. West Coast.
Alright, cool.
That's a bias.
I'm mute up.
Y'all hit that link at the top, though, and vote, gang.
You know I'm voting. You know what I'm voting for.
No, why you muting up? Why you muting
I'm
up?
I'm voting loud and proud. You already know. I ain't even, yo, bro. Y'all know how I'm giving it up. Y'all already know. Like y'all know how I'm giving it up. That's a double diss. That's a double diss. That's a double diss. So y'all gotta play one. We gotta go one diss then. That's a double diss, B. That's 132 minutes, bro. That's a lot of music, bro.
Nah,
Hit that link at the top, gang, and vote.
I voted for Pac. That particular album, California Love, I Ain't Mad at You, America's Most Wanted, those are classics. And again, because he passed, but they're still classics.
So does Jay-Z have a record that sold more than All Eyes on Me?
He doesn't. I mean, not as far as albums, he does not. I think the highest one was like 6.5. But overall, he got like 45 million. But that don't make it no better if Pac got one album with 10 million. So now he doesn't. He's still alive.
So right, you keep saying that. So is there any way to figure out
You keep saying that.
how much he shut up how much he had at the no really, is there any way to find out how many albums were sold at the time of his death?
That's a good question. I thought that before I made that statement, and I will look into it. That is a really good question.
That'd be dope to see, and then you could really compare it and see how many more was sold after his death.
I can check to see if they got something like that.
What's the results looking like, team?
When the East is in the house, oh my God.
Don't Jay-Z got 14 #1 albums? Oh my.
Oh my God.
I mean, he also Grammy'd out, but
That All Eyes
Right
on Me is
now,
fire though. Don't get it twisted.
No is winning. It
Spice.
Must be a lot
on
of
the
West Coast
stage.
people
You
in here.
could be in the goo.
So I was gonna ask real quick. Pac passed in '96, September '96, or who know? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
It was 96, yeah.
Okay, so they released because I was gonna say Rosetta, it probably ain't worth me looking into it because they literally released that album February 13th, '96. So that's what I'm saying. Like them songs go
Nah,
hard,
nah,
but
nah.
Same time.
But I
Yeah.
can't take away. Listen, I can't take away from Pac that
For
the nigga
sure.
was. Yeah, he
But
was
we
that.
talking about why he
He
got
was
10
that.
million sales on that album and not all the other ones before that album. And he passed in September.
Wait, I think didn't he go diamond before he died?
I don't know.
Ain't that the whole?
You
I think he went
look
diamond. I think he went diamond before he died. I think that was the whole hoopla over the album is that he went
So
diamond,
now
and then they were
going.
trying to say it was a double disc. That was the whole issue with the album, if I'm not mistaken.
does
Because
any
somebody from the West,
rapper have a better album than All Eyes on Me?
hell yeah.
Okay, I'm looking for the diamond certification date first, and then I'll look into your question, Miss Rosetta. Like
Okay.
I want to find this diamond thing
Yeah, yeah,
first.
yeah,
If
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
But
fucking with
that's a good question.
go
Go ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
Nah, I was done.
July
Now I was gonna say if y'all fucking
2014.
with Jay Z, what album y'all fucking with on this with Jay Z? What album y'all fucking with?
Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt. I really love 444. To be honest with you,
Went diamond July
Nobody say
2014.
Kingdom Come, please. Just don't do it. Just don't say that shit.
Hey, the Black Album was the shit, bro.
That Blueprint was kind of hard too, gang.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. The Blueprint and the Black Album for sure.
And my
Reasonable Doubt,
Lifetime
I fuck
Volume
with
One
Reasonable
and,
Doubt.
and Blueprint.
Shit, I'm I shit
so
I
wait a
shit, I
minute,
like
wait a
Rock
minute. I'm
La
sorry,
Familiar. I
Zim.
like La Familiar. Like that was fire. Like
This got to be wrong. Hold on, wait. All Eyes on Me didn't go diamond in 2014. I rest my
hell
case.
no, hell no, hell no.
Prove me
That's
wrong.
cat.
It's
Hell no.
true. That's true.
All Eyes
I
on Me
rest my
went
case. I
10
rest my
million
case.
in 2004.
It went diamond in 2014. I rest my case. Because those 10 million sales are to date. We talking about the album came out in 96, but it's 10 million to date, as in like this morning. So I rest my case.
I don't know what case
But
you were
Pac
trying
is a
to
legend. I think
erase.
I think that Jay Z is an icon. Pac is a legend. Pac has passed. Jay Z's still here, and they got two different styles. So if you like metaphors and Renaissance and like an adult rapping, I love
Renaissance.
Jay Z. No, because Jay Z got jazz beats and he's like a fucking professional rapper. I don't care if he's 50. Jay Z can still come out with an album. But with Pac, he was a rapper. He was hot. It was like it was phenomenal. Like, but he's a legend because nobody can do Pac. Pac ain't here no more, and if somebody tries to do Pac, it's gonna look corny. Like, so you can't touch that. And I'm like I said, Jay Z's still alive, and he's really different. They got a whole different style. Like Jay Z's hip hop, and Pac is rap to me. That's just my
Man,
opinion.
ODB is the best rapper of all
I'm
time.
finna log off. That's it.
And he had the best rap album ever.
That is also inaccurate.
I don't know about the best rapper. He alright. I mean,
Hey,
he's great.
take a
He
nap.
fine.
Nigga, ODB was the man.
You
That
say
nigga
something,
was
Keela?
straight
I think
garbage.
somebody cut out.
Nigga said he was garbage. Nigga out of line.
That was my nigga though.
Uh-huh.
ODB cooperated with the feds at one
Nah,
point.
hold on.
I'm
Nah, one
saying,
mic on. One
Shit.
mic on. Who said that? One mic on that.
Wake it up,
Mickey,
Mickey.
Mickey
Mickey,
got
Oh,
the
pick it up,
truth.
Mickey.
no,
Oh
no.
yeah,
Ah, shit.
yeah. I done already did that video. He did. He cooperated with the
What
feds.
he told him?
That's your
He
man's.
cooperated with his shooting, and he reached out to them to cooperate with some street business also.
You know he was on them drugs. You know he was on them drugs.
Excuses,
He still
excuses.
cooperated.
I don't know
Nah, we
one
ain't gonna take
ODB
shit. You.
song.
Nah, don't
I
do
just
that.
know
Come
the
on,
one
come
with
on,
him and Mariah. That's the only song I
come on,
know.
come
What
on.
was that?
You know Brooklyn Zoo. Shame on you. Come on, stop
I
it.
don't know
Don't
that
do that.
song. I know Mariah.
I know
Me and
you don't know that
Mariah
song. It
go
didn't
back
come.
like babies with pacifiers.
Yeah, that type of song comes across the Crystal Rocks playlist on Apple Music, but anything else doesn't come
What
across
is
there.
Crystal Rocks?
You
Is
know,
that the
Crystal
meth
Rock.
head playlist?
Nah, that's like the incense burning shorties. I mean, they use the Crystal Rock deodorant and
I'm not
they
fucking with
like,
you. They be
you
musty.
know, you know how they, you know the playlist you listen to when
Don't get deodorant from the Whole
when
Foods.
you
You're gonna
be
be musty as fuck.
you know you be walking around the crib with the cones and the little and the spirit joint and shit to be shaking it around.
That should be musty in your house.
Yo, come on. So you don't know no ODB song, but the one song with Mariah Carey.
Give me an example. Like honestly, I just thought about him and Mariah Carey. I'm pretty sure. Did he ever do anything with Killer Bees or Wu Tang? Or wasn't he in Wu Tang? I'm a mute.
Nah, you trolling. I'm out. I knew your favorite rapper was Chingy. I knew it. I just knew that. I could
No,
tell.
it's Jay-Z actually, and Lil Wayne, and then Nicki Minaj, and then
You
Lil
like
Kim.
memes. You like memes.
You're dumb.
Ooh-ha. He was
I'm
Wu-Tang.
about to.
Oh,
I'm
Miss
about to
Doja.
Google.
I heard
I'm
your
about to
favorite
Google.
rapper was Jay-Quan. Everybody, you remember that song, Jay-Quan?
Get tipsy.
One. Here comes the one to the. You remember that? You remember?
That song was a shit, but no, it's Jadakiss.
Jadakiss is your favorite rap. Oh yeah, shout out to East Coast again. Another East Coast. Anybody else want to say their East Coast favorite rapper right now while we talking about this Tupac topic and blasphemy?
It's
No, I
Hove. I
fuck
mean, I
with
love
AZ
Nas
though.
too. Though, so. Oh, AZ is this shit. The firm was hot.
Ain't nobody fucking with Lil Wayne. That's my
Z's
boy,
a
Lil Wayne. You hear
motherfucker,
me?
boy.
Yeah, Lil Wayne is an alien. He
Yeah,
untouchable.
yeah, that
But
nigga tank.
you like Lil Wayne before the Carter 2?
I like Lil Wayne.
Oh no,
Probably around that
99,
time
2000.
Yeah, y'all
when.
wasn't fucking with Lil Wayne when he making the block is hot, running around with his pants bigger than him.
Right,
Y'all
yeah,
wasn't
he was
fucking with that.
cool, but when he started elevating
Shit.
and could compete and compare with Jay-Z, I was like, oh, okay. When he started calling himself, when the Carters and all that kind of shit. But he kept getting better because I think Eminem is one of the best lyricists, and Eminem can't sit Lil Wayne down. So I respect that. In any genre that you want to put Lil Wayne in, there's nobody that can just send him home. So that's why I say like I fuck with him.
Yeah, Lil Wayne was hot when Gilly started writing his rhymes.
This
Now wake
is
it
the
up, wake it
Carter.
up, wake it up.
y'all fucking with BG? Y'all fucking
Yeah,
with BG?
BG was my favorite one, but I found out he was he was off that Brian, he was
Yeah,
off that
BG was
wine.
shit back in the
He
99,
was off that
2000.
wine. He used to be off that dope, and that shit fucked me up.
Bling, bling.
Well, he was on crack.
He's
They
not
said crack.
dope, not crack, dope.
What's the difference?
Crack
He
is
was on
crack,
the
and
same
dope
thing
is dope.
ODB was on.
Yeah,
The
crack
Y'all
is
remember,
crack, and dope is dope. It's two different
Child, I thought it
y'all
was the
remember
same
that
thing.
Wayne album,
drugs.
Respect Us?
What album?
Respect Us from Wayne, way back in the 99, 2000. You don't remember that shit, do you? I think that was like his
I
second
don't.
or
I think
third.
I was on Hot Boys, but that wasn't Hot Boys. That was just Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Hot Boys. The Block is Hot was Lil Wayne's first
The
album I
block
thought.
is hot. The block is hot. Ha
Black is
ha.
hot.
And then the second or third was the Respect Us album. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Hey, who y'all think the top white rapper besides Eminem?
Wasn't Respect Us just a song though? You said that's an
Little
album.
Mambo, Little Mambo, or whatever. Mambo, whatever
Jack
like that.
Harlow be rapping though.
It's somebody from Canada. I forgot his name. That motherfucker so cold. He rap hella fast. Damn, I'm gonna find out.
You said from Canada?
Yeah, from Canada. That nigga cold.
I
Well, he
gotta
ain't
find
no
the name.
nigga,
I
but
know
you
there
know.
was a way when Little Maui or Mamba or some shit like that.
All right, gang, we about to get into this next topic. D.L. Hughley. Why were Pop Smoke, Biggie, and Tupac killed by LA gang members? Let's get into it. Whoa, whoa.
Well,
Well, rest in peace, John Lewis.
Yeah.
Died at the age of 80.
Uh-huh.
Trump didn't attend his
Of course not.
his
And that's
funeral.
that. Here's the thing: at a certain point, if you sign to be the president of the United States of America, you're a figurehead, and you have to go to dignitaries and important people's funerals. You have to show up. You have to make an appearance, right? The fact that he doesn't have enough respect for the office, like what he did to John McCain, what he does, he Donald Trump has lowered the blue book value of the presidency. like he's the first
Well, it
dude
made
that
Kanye think he could win.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did win. So, but the bottom line is, you being a president is not about just flying places and saying dope shit. It is about doing the business of the country. And doing the business of the country is to bury its fallen heroes, whether you think they're a hero or not. Like I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna pay any. He did it to John McCain. John McCain fought and was captured and bled for this country. Whether you liked him or not, he was a personal or political adversary or not, that is the gig you sign up for when you're president. You got to go to people's funerals. You got to go to this to do the business of the president. You got to pretend. And the reason right now that America's in the shape that it's in, because he can't even muster up the ability to pretend like he gives a fuck.
At all.
Can't do it.
Doesn't put up Obama's portrait in the White House. Doesn't go to John Lewis's funeral.
Said bad things about John. Made them cover up John McCain's name on that battleship because he didn't want to see it. He's made the United States weaker, sicker, and pettier.
I agree.
So, and that's exactly why I do like Kanye West could be a great vice president fan.
Well, since last time Pop Smoke, 5 people were arrested around his murder.
Yeah.
And I remember when it first happened, the conspiracy theories. Oh, well, he just got charged with stealing that Rolls Royce. Maybe it's the guy that he took the Rolls Royce from. Oh, well, maybe it's some Brooklyn gang shit because, he was a Brooklyn Crip and then there's all a bunch of beef that happened in that neighborhood or whatever else. And you come to find out it was 5 local gang members from LA who saw him flash his address on social media and then just showed up at his house, and basically a robbery that turned into a murder is what the police are saying. 2 of the people arrested are minors. So this makes me think these are like 17 and 18-year-olds. And it's such a waste.
But you know what? It's these.
And you grew up in these types of neighborhoods with these type of guys.
And let me tell you, what I've always found disturbing is the people that can't. All those cats seem to be killed by dudes from here. Like Biggie, Tupac, and I don't know what Pop Smoke would have been, but it would have been nice to see.
Pop Smoke was on his way.
So
Pop Smoke was. Let me tell you something. This whole movement that's happening in Brooklyn hip hop, Pop Smoke was the torchbearer of that. The way the beats sound, the way people are rapping, and everything else like that. Pop Smoke was a star in the making, which is why his album went #1 after he passed. Huge influence. Travis Scott had him on his album. But
look at all that. Like it's sad, and I love where I'm from, and I love this city. Nipsey,
yeah,
Tupac, Biggie, this young man.
Some of the biggest all rap icons have been killed by LA gangsters,
and who don't seem to differentiate something that they've seen here from the shit that they know from here. It's mind-boggling.
So that's crazy. Where y'all at? Was that it? Was that the audio? I didn't want to be.
Yeah, that
weird.
was the end
Yeah,
of
that
it.
was the end. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not
Because
weird.
I was not yet, not because I was like, damn, okay, the fucking audio ain't done. But no, so those people, Pop Smoke, Tupac, and Biggie, it's a lot of people that caught fire from LA gang members. So it's like hard to answer that question because I was trying to see like the significance in using those 3 names, but weren't all of 3 of those from New York or from the East Coast originally? Right? Wasn't Tupac from New York?
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. One thing about LA definitely claims lives. So yeah, it's just a part of this shit, gang.
So I think um, ooh, it's a part of rap where you gotta. Well, it ain't that you gotta be, but I think that rap has always been affiliated with urban culture, and some people get it fucked up that because you're a rapper, you tough or like you a gangster or you invincible, and you not an entourage or security that you pay. That's a lot different from actual gangsters that wake up every day on some gangster shit with gang members, right? So I think that's probably where they get into um, being on the same street or being in the same environment or having any associations with each other is because, you know, I'm a gangster, in their own right, on wax, and then these people be gangsters in their communities, and so I think that's the only way that they could come together. It ain't like they just be flat out robbing motherfuckers. And then another conspiracy theory is no disrespect to any of the gang members in the audience, but I do also feel like some gangs have ties to um, LAPD, and sometimes the LAPD may need a favor, just like sometimes a gang member might need a favor. And I know some people like may want to kick my ass and say gangs do not work with the police, but that's a fucking lie. So if there were any issues like that, that also comes up. I know there's some conspiracy theories behind that. When agents put out agents that identify as a gang member, but they agents. So shit that's
You doing yoga right now. You do a lot of reaching.
I'm not reaching. I'm not saying just for those three. I'm saying like period, because it's too many people that done came down from the fire of LA gangs. They won't even fit on one piece of paper. So I'm saying part of it is because everybody think they gangsters, and then they come meet gangsters. And another part of it is if you need to get out the way, they're gonna find a way to get you out the way and make it look normal. That's all.
Maybe I was smaller in totem pole, but when I was pulling up to the 9 with the Blazers with the sex money murder, I ain't never seen an agent. Or maybe I didn't know. Maybe that's what you're trying to tell me right now. But
Nah, but I'm
I know
saying you also
we
don't
was
have
doing us.
4 million followers, and you also don't have a lot of influence, and you also not ruining
Yeah,
somebody
I am
else's
a little
career
nigga.